Hello everyone, I'm Tilyna, and today I have the honor of introducing Fahad Faruque, who will be sharing his insights on tips and tricks he wished he knew earlier on within his university career. He is a recent business graduate with distinction who has accomplished a lot for his young age. He completed multiple co-ops at reputable firms across the globe and is currently working full-time at P&G as an account executive. He is the recipient of the most recent Top 25 Under 25 award. He spent today with Christy Watt, the CEO of Absolute Software, and has accumulated various awards and scholarships from his entrepreneurial ventures, one of which was Gaze Technologies Incorporated. During his time at SFU, he was a TA for 2 upper division courses, an international case competitor, and involved with 6 highly intensive and competitive organizations. Without further ado, I will pass it on to the legend himself.
What's up, SFU LYFE folks? My name is Fahad. I am a business graduate from Simon Fraser University that graduated earlier last year, during the pandemic, concentrating in MIS and operations management. Currently, I work full-time as an account executive at Procter & Gamble. Over the past 4.5 years in university, I've had my fair share of successes and failures. And throughout the journey, I've actually learned a number of things that I wish I learned before, just so that I could have avoided some of those pitfalls or even maybe achieved some of those successes earlier. So that being said, today I'm going to share with you 3 pieces of advice that I wish I got before university or even earlier during my university years. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, the first piece of advice is to build subject matter expertise. This is a piece of advice that I got from my first co-op manager when I was in my 3rd year. And upon reflecting on it and studying the profiles of hundreds of people that have achieved tremendous professional success, I've observed that all of these people are really good at one particular thing. Now, take this advice with a bit of caveat, just because there are 2 parts to achieving it. The first part being exploring or experiencing different enough opportunities just so that you can find out what is it that you're truly passionate about or good at. And then the second part is to double down on that opportunity once you find out what is it that you're truly good at or passionate about, because expertise is where the premiums are paid. So my first piece of advice is to build subject matter expertise. Now, all of you might be wondering, Fahad, how is it that we find out what is it that we're truly passionate about or good at? And my second piece of advice is actually going to answer that question. So the answer to that question is to engage in the practice of deep reflection. Reflect on your day-to-day experiences, reflect on the courses that you take, reflect on the job experiences that you've had or people that you've met. What is it that you liked about that course? What is it that you didn't like about it? And it is really a journey of long-term discovery that you have to engage in on a day-to-day basis to find out what is it that truly motivates you or truly gets you in a flow state, as they would say, to find out what is it that you're truly passionate about. So my second piece of advice is to engage in the practice of deep reflection on your everyday experiences on a day-to-day basis. And my final piece of advice would be to take an attempt at experiences that you feel like you're not yet qualified for. Now, this is something that I really wish I did more of while I was in university. Looking back on my experience, I realized that when I was in my first year, I actually let go of a lot of opportunities, or I didn't attempt at it just because I felt that I wasn't qualified enough. But now that I look back, I feel like I should have at least tried at those opportunities just so that, I could have learned a lot of things, like even if I was rejected on it. And this really helps you be ahead of the curve when you are actually trying or attempting things that are beyond your qualifications. So my third piece of advice would be to attempt on experiences that you feel like you're not qualified for yet. Those were the 3 pieces of advice that I wish I got before I started university. I hope that whoever's watching this finds it valuable. And finally, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the SFU LYFE channel. I'm sure my social media handles will be on the description, so always feel free to reach out if you want to have a conversation. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of 2021.